And enough of that. Let me make sure that. Yep, we all working here. So, game 2 again. No one's gonna show up. I mean, of course, no one's gonna show up, but we do have game 2 of the day, and probably the last one for today. Got the Boston Cheetahs, who stand at 1-3, going up against the Milwaukee Dragons, standing at 3-1. I didn't say which games would be televised. That's just how they show up. So if the Milwaukee Dragons win this game, they will move up to second place. Yeah, they'll move to second place in the playoff picture, which doesn't mean a lot since a lot of these teams are only 5 games in. But who cares? It's a video game. And without further ado, is the big matchup for today, for this game. It will be for the Boston Cheetahs, Gerald Green being a leading scorer. Who Gerald Green is one of those teams where if I knew, well, when I made this, Gerald Green did not get signed by the Rockets yet. In fact, I believe I made this whole thing, I think, a few days before he got signed. Or maybe the day of, maybe a few days after. Although Gerald Green Gerald Green was not doing much when I made this. It will be him and Victor Bowman, who you see is right there. For the Milwaukee Dragons, you have, as you see right there, Earl Brewer, who leads the team with, I believe it was 10 rebounds, and the league leader in points being Damian Maggette. Actually, let me. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Two teams of green. We'll just hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna throw this to the pregame and let that rock. Here's where I wish I should probably go back and turn the music on, because I turn music off. Not even on some YouTube stuff. It's literally just because I'm not a fan of listening. I normally play my own music while I'm playing this, and that clashes. There's a whole lot of stuff. Anyway, I you see the Boston Cheetahs taking on the Milwaukee Dragons. And they'll be looking for a big game from, I see there, Earl Brewer. Or me may have a big game from Victor Bowman. We'll see. One thing we may see is how the Cheetahs plan on stopping league leader Damian Maggette, who is averaging, I believe, 28 points a game. As I pull these back up. And you know how I do this. Up or down on the jerseys, let me know in the comment section, since again nobody shows up to these live streams. Yeah, I maybe should wait till summer, but then again the 2K leagues can do stuff for summer too. Gerald Green off rip. Off rip, Gerald Green not gets us started with the open three. And you see what turns, pick and roll for Maggette, and Maggette answers back and throws down a dunk. You see right there, yep, averaging 28 points, shooting 46% from the field. As Maggette gets the Dragon started with his first dunk. And Gerald Green, being aggressive as well, drives it in and gets the early foul on Earl Brewer. Which, if you are the Cheetahs, that you may look and see if you can attack again and try and get Earl Brewer that second foul and get him out of the game early. Shooting two. First one up, first one down. for Gerald Green, the man out of Houston. And gets the second free throw to go. 5 points for Gerald Green. Let's see how the Dragons respond. Vega gets it stolen by Ward. Gets it stolen by Ward and gets the JoJo Akognon. Ooh, Jorgen got Aldridge in the air and then drove by him. Can't get the free throw. Can't get the floater to go. Rebound by Brewer. Most likely will be the one of many today. There's Maggette. Maggette tries to attack. Stops at the free throw line. Floater, no good. Gerald Green with the board. Ward passed to Bowman. Pass out Gerald Green, another open three. Rattles out Aldridge with the board. Now Aldridge with the ball. Over to Maggette. Pick and roll. And Dame Maggette attacks strong. That's a fair thing. What you don't want to do is have Maggette and Brewer get that pick and roll going, because that is unstoppable. As Victor Bowman puts up a three, not good. Aldridge gets his second rebound. Over to Maggette. Yeah, pick and roll this time. This time Maggette and Aldridge kicks over Brewer, open three. He can hit that. Doesn't this time. And Victor Bowman with the ball. Let's see what he does. Spin move, gets into the lane. I believe that was blocked. I believe that was Terrence Jones with the block. Vega on the break. And no, not the Vega from yesterday. I believe this is a different Vega. I maybe should change those names. As Maggette pump fake, he had a man in the corner. I guess he didn't want it. As Aldridge gets the tip in. Good hustle play by Aldridge. And stolen by Terrence Jones. See what Vega tries to cross over, and blocking foul on Akognon. See, listen, they ran a play for Aldridge, didn't get open. Getting to Terrence Jones, back to Aldridge. Based on his open, see if he he doesn't. Gives it back to Maggette. Pick and roll with the guards. Maggette stops at the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Bowman with the rebound. Up to Gerald Green, who stops at the mid-range. Can't get it to go. And loose ball foul on Earl Brewer. That's his second. Which will cause for an early sub. And in comes veteran Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert, one of the more inconsistent players in the real NBA. No offense to Roy Hibbert. I think he was an all-star one year. As Ojale for three. Is that how you say his name? Ojale? Either way, he didn't get the three. And Maggette, now they switched Gerald Green onto Maggette. Let's see how that works. Oh, they go inside of Terrence Jones. Can't get the shot to go. Rebounded by Ward. Bowman stops at the mid-range. Can't get that to go. Ward with the offensive rebound. Blocked by Hibbert. Rebound by Jones. See what Terrence Jones. Let's see what Terrence. Pick and roll. Hibbert. He has it in the mid-range before. Another pick and roll. They'll say they want to switch Maggette on to Gerald Green. As Damian Maggette gets the shot to go. It looks like the early game plan so far is to get Damian McGeady switched on to players that he can easily go by. As he early on he picks on Joe Green. Joe Green can't get a shot to go. Rebound by Vega. So let's see what they got set up here. Vega tries to get into the lane, kicks it out. Good close up by Akagnon. Pick and roll. They got the switch they wanted. Damian McGeady pump fakes. A little dream shake does not go. Akagnon with the board. As now you see the bench clearing for the Boston Cheetahs. Ward on Terrence Jones. Kicks it out. Gerald Green. That's a 3. And looks like that's his hot spot. As Gerald Green gets another 3. 8 points for Gerald Green. And assist goes to Ward. Oh, yep, there it is again. The switch. Then he goes right by. Good pass by McGeady to Terrence Jones for the open jump shot. And that's what you get from McGeady. After so many times of McGeady driving in, you're going to eventually have to help off, and that's when his passing skills come into play. As you saw right there. Timeout by the Cheetahs with a 10-8 game with a little under 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. And with the breaking action, y'all should know what time it is. Our sponsor, water. Water, it's good for your health. As you see here, Damian McGeady and Joe Green are going back and forth as Joe Green has all 8 points for the Boston Cheetahs. Eventually, someone else is going to have to step up. Bowman has had open jump shots so far, but has not been able to hit them. As we do have substitutions, we have Turk who has ball checked into the game, still being guarded by Damian McGeady apparently. You have Yabasul, we have Nadar who is checked in. Appears the main subs have been by the Cheetahs as Nadar immediately off the bench gets a floater in the lane. Anderson over to Hibbert, back to Anderson. Here Anderson with the pump fake. We're gonna pick and roll here. A strong pick. Hibbert can't get it to go. Rebound by Yapsul. I'm pretty sure that is not how you say that name. Actually, in the last game, they were beaten. The Cheetahs were beaten by the New York Lincoln, 85-72. Italian Nadar kicks it over. And that was James Young who checked into the game, who gets a corner 3 to go. And it looks like the bench is already picking up where Gerald Green left off as the Cheetahs now take the lead 13-10. Pick and roll. McGeady didn't switch that time. McGeady for 3. Can't get it to go. Yapsul with another rebound. Yeah, you see Dan Gage, 6 points so far, and Nadar with an open 3. The bench of the Cheetahs is something to be feared, as they now push the lead to 6 on back-to-back 3s. Oh, McGeady drives by Turk and gets the foul. The speed and aggressiveness of McGeady is something else. Being willing to drive into all the trees down there and willing to go up and get the foul. Two shots. First free throw up, and no good for Damian Maggette. Let's see if he can hit the second one. Second one up, second one down. 1 for 2 for Damian Maggette from the charity stripe. As James Young brings the ball up the floor this time. And if you look at that, there's an update. You're going to have to wait. Wait, is that going to be there this whole game? Fantastic. As Turk drives in, kicks out Nadar for 3. Can't get it to go. Wilson, who checked in the game earlier, gets the board. And Hibbert can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound and puts it up. Roy Hibbert. Playing his own version of the Eichen drill. Do I pronounce this Eichen or Miken drill? It's one of the two. I've really heard it pronounced in multiple ways. As James Young back in the corner. Can't go. Roy Hibbert with another rebound. Up to Quinn. Quinn sees a lane. But then closed up very quick. Oh, but he's... Nope. Now he tries to pull back out. About Damian Maggette. Another... This is... the second game. Damian Maggette open for 3. Can't get it to go. The second game in 2 days where a team is led by a ball-dominant point guard. As you see, Damian Maggette has cooled off after hitting his first few shots. And a off the rebound by Theus gives the Cheetahs a second opportunity. Nadar, who we've seen, Nadar attacks the rim, gets an and 1 foul on Damian Maggette. Nadar, being a spark plug off the bench, goes in strong against the smaller man. Goes up, draws a foul, gets the and 1. Second one up, well, first one up, and 1 converted by Nadar, who has 8 points off the bench and is the high scorer for the team along with Gerald Green. Damian Maggette drives by, kicks it in down to Hibbert, who passes it out. Moving the ball around. 5 seconds left on the clock. Let's see how they attack this. 2 seconds. Gets the screen. Anderson floater in the lane. And Anderson gets on the board. Well, Anderson gets on the board as the shot clock winds down. 2 seconds. 1 second. Yasuki got off short. And as we go, at the end of the first quarter, the score is... So I'm going to pull this up because I wasn't looking. 19-15, the Cheetahs looking to upset the Milwaukee Dragons. Man, that update required is really gonna be down there. This whole, what update could there possibly be for this game? And what? I mean, it's not like I'm even playing online. I'm playing it. Well, it's not offline because I'm earning VC for this. By the way, cheap way to earn VC. Just play my league or my GM. As Damian Maggette's still in the game, apparently not tired at all. As he's dancing around Turk, but Turk doing a good job of staying home. Quinn for 3, hits the corner 3. And that 3 cuts lead the 1 as we jump to the second quarter. Also back in the game, it looks like Earl Brewer with 2 fouls. The coach is looking to start him for the second quarter. As Nadar, showing he can do it all, attacks the rim strong with the dunk. 10 points for Nadar. like pick and roll action on the wing. Anderson doesn't like what he sees and brings back out. Calls for another pick. They're doing a good job defense and a block. I don't know who that was, but they got the rebound. Turk too young. Foul on a play by Maggette. That is his second. As James Young goes to the line, Dan Maggette gets his second foul. Let's see what happens here. First one up. First one down for James Young. As it looks like Maggette is going to stay on with his 2 fouls. There he is. Second one for the lefty. Second one down for the lefty. 5 points for James Young. Pushes the lead to 5. See what Maggette, it looks like there's an isolation for Maggette, who drives by Turk. Can't get the bounces. Theus gets his 3rd rebound, and Maggette, who has dropped into an early game slump. Nadar mid-range, he gets the friendly bounce. The friendly bounce seems to be favored towards the Cheetahs in the enemy territory. Over to Wilson. I do not know if he has to shot. Quinn to Anderson. Back to Maggette. He tried to shoot himself out of the slump. But he can't get out of it. Another rebound for Yapsugar. And a steal by Anderson. Let's see. Looks like a 2-on-2 break. And good defense. Good job to get back by the Cheetahs. Stops a fast break. Anderson snatches back, gets by Turk. He's getting by, and this time he gets it to go. Then we got 9 points on 12 shots. The thing with a lot of the point guards, they can get by, but they have this. Maybe they need to go change the tendencies for that, because every time they get by somebody, they automatically go up for a jump shot instead of attacking. As Theus got good. He had good position in the paint and gets the shot to go. And I did not see who that assist was. I think that was James Young with the assist. And Brewer, trying to work in the post, gets blocked. James Young puts up at the free throw line, gets the shot. 7 points off the bench for James Young. And yes, the Cheetahs are on a 10-2 run. Goes to Maggette. Let's see what happens here. Are they going to run a pick and roll with Brewer? No, they run it with Wilson. Maggette gets to the lane, blows the open layup. The coach may need to sit Maggette down to get a better flow of offense, because he is not having the greatest second quarter. Theus goes up on Brewer, and Brewer gets the block. Anderson on the break. Goes up in the paint. Doesn't get the roll. Young with a rebound. And looks like the star's about to come in for the Cheetahs. As Theus gets the friendly roll. And that causes Coach of the Bucks to call a timeout. And yes, your dance team. And in the timeout, we would like to thank our. I really only have one sponsor. I can't see sponsoring water, especially since they don't have. Well, I know. Let's let's see here. I would just like to take this time to thank Wondershare Filmora for being a good editing software to edit my videos. Like you don't see like you normally see whenever I edit my videos, you'll see the watermark for it. That's really because I do not have the money to pay for the quote-unquote full access. And you see Dean Spaghetti not having a very good shooting game, shooting 30%, one of two from the free throw line. As Quinn brings the ball up, I believe, yes, Damian Spaghetti has been checked out, and I believe Vega has checked in for him. So it's like Quinn will take on the point guard duties so far. Moving the ball around are and Quinn gets the three. Doesn't go. Gerald Green, who checked back in, gets the board. And Cognon gets the mid-range jump shot, and I believe that assist came from Gerald Green. And let's see if Brewer can handle the offensive duties for the mark. Never mind, it is stolen by Ward, who looks to go coast to coast. Can't get the and one, fouled by Quinn. Lauren Ward, who went in hard and almost got the friendly roll. As Ward is at the free throw line. Two shots. Free throw up. Free throw down for Ward. And that is the first points for the Cheetahs big man. Second one up. That is off. Brewer with the board. You see Vega will run with Brewer. Kicks it out. Brewer doesn't want the three. Gives it to Quinn, who gets down to Terrence Jones, who lets go to work in the post. Draws the foul on the awkward looking layup by Terrence Jones. And I cannot see who that foul is. I believe that foul is on Ojole. I believe that's the first on him. And we will be going to the line is Terrence Jones. A journeyman in the NBA, I think. He was one of the earlier subjects that were. He was one of the earlier prototypes that ushered in the wave of undersized power forwards, saying at, I believe, 6'8", being able to do a little bit of everything, battle on the post, and step outside and hit a few jump shots. Can't get the second free throw to go. Bowman with the board. And apparently, without Spaghetti, the Dragons have trouble scoring the ball. Ward drives in the left hand. Third foul on Brewer, who he is not happy about that call. Let's see here. Yeah, they can we didn't have the best different angle from the refs who were on the floor. They called a foul, and Ward goes back to the free throw line. And let's see if the coach will take out Brewer, who now has his third foul. And he gets his first free throw to go. And yes, they do take out Brewer, who has gained his third foul. And back in comes Roy Hibbert. Takes his time. Second one up. Gets the friendly bounce. 3 points for, I believe, Lorenzo Ward. Maybe. That may be his first name. I don't know. As Vega out to Quinn. I always been with his headbands. I'm going to take some of these guys' headbands off. Just so they look different. Because all those generics look the same from up here. Aldridge to Quinn, who shoots a 3. And Quinn, who with his second 3 of the day, finally breaks the scoreless streak of the Dragons, who are now down by 13. Oh, a steal. It was caused by Jones, just picked up by Aldridge. Aldridge, who got by Green. Vega can't get the friendly bounce. Bowman pushes the break. Going over to Aldridge. Gerald Green for 3. Off Roy Hibbert. A good box by Roy Hibbert gets the board. You see the crowd trying to get behind their currently struggling team. Good job by Gerald Green keeping Aldridge out of the paint. See if they try and run a pick and roll. No, wait, 1 second left. They had to put it up. And Aldridge gets a contested 3 to go. I guess all the Dragons had to see was the ball go in the hoop once. Speaking of going in the hoop, Gerald Green hits his third 3 of the day. And from that, the Dragons need a timeout. Obviously, coach not happy that Gerald Green ended up being that wide open from 3. And to the people in the crowd, who wants t-shirts? I cannot wait till I get big enough that I can make my own t-shirt. I mean, I could do it now, but I don't got a following enough of people who are willing to spend money on me. With this breaking the action, water. I can't wait till I'm able to run ads through these 60-second commercials. 60-minute, Jesus Christ. And so they ran a play for Aldridge, who instead of the shot drives in and gets a layup. Guess he was not comfortable with the pass he got from that 3 and decided to take it in with the layup. And that's really only a shooter's thing. A lot of shooters know if you don't get the ball in that good general area of where you can pull up, you won't feel comfortable with that jump shot. And that's facts. As we have a reaching foul on, I don't know who that was. Again, all these headbands, they look the same. Doesn't help they all have similar. I really should not have gotten lazy with just picking people off the Legends teams. As Ojale can't get to go. Foul on Ward, I believe. And I believe we're going to count that rebound for Vega. And Quinn brings the ball up the court. Gives a pump fake. Passes in, gets it stolen I believe it was tipped by a Cognon and picked up by Bowman. Ward, mid-range, can't get it to go. Bowman fighting, gets the board. Bowman was skip pass to the corner for Green. Gets the pick from Ward. Steps back, mid-range jump shot, can't get it to go. Rebound this time by Ojale. With Brewer on the bench, they're not able to get the rebounds that they want. As I believe that jump shot was made by a Cognon. And Roy Hibbert was just left all alone in the paint. A good pass from, I believe that was Quinn. And Roy Hibbert now has 4 points. Listen to this crowd trying to urge the team on to stop as Ojale gets the friendly roll. That is Ojale's first basket of the game via three-pointer. They get to Jones. And Jones with the post moves puts on a post moves, gets another bucket. That is his first field goal. As with a 1 second difference between the shot and game clock, like they'll just let this one ride out. Or Ward can get an easy jump shot. I guess Hibbert was thinking the same way as I was and fell asleep on his part, and Ward made them pay. Quinn over to Jones. Jones with a mid-range jump shot. Rattles out. And that is the end of the first half. The Cheetahs will go into the break with a 12-point lead of 44-32. I would like to take this time to play some copyrighted music. Oh, that update is gonna get on my nerves. And as per usual, I need to make sure that all my stats is up to par. And to say that the music just shut off on me on its own. Oh well, that was probably for the best, cause that's gonna get copyrighted anyway. Even though I was looking on the music, there's a thing on YouTube in the creator studio where it says that this song would not get copyrighted and is playable. And then I don't even play the full song. I just play the beat of it. But someone has to take time out of their day to not watch a stream and still claim the stream. Tis the life. Five rebounds. And all of that is well adjusted as we turn back the game. The key for Milwaukee to come back and win this game, Damian Maggette needs to get going, and Earl Brewer needs to stay out of foul trouble, as he has 3 fouls. Brewer for 3. Can't go. Gets his own rebound and puts it back. Earl Brewer, I believe that is his first points, and not even Damian, Earl Brewer needs to get going. I do not feel that Ward can stop Brewer down in the post. As they move the ball around, Cogner guarded by Brewer, who plays good defense and not getting fouled, but Ward was down there being boxed out by Maggette, and that is not a good matchup you want at all. As third rebound for Ward and 7th point. See, Terrence Jones tries to get all the way into the paint and gets in there with the layup. 6 points for Terrence Jones. See, pick and roll players. See if he gives it to Ward, because that was good hands by Jones, but he just didn't get put. If he would put both hands on it, he would got the steal, but he tipped it. Ward happened to be right there, and Ward gets the layup. Maggette over to Brewer, who goes in the post, kicks it up. That was a good help. That was a good show recovered by Cognon. Brewer back in the post to Jones, and there's an assist by Brewer. Ojale over to Green. Thought about it, but Aldridge is right in his face. Pick and roll. Ooh, fakes going one way. Joe Green gets the bucket, and an early third quarter timeout by the Dragons coach. As Gerald Green, 15 minutes, 13 points. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know what commentators do with it. Commentators gotta have a whole lot of drinks with them for them to be able to talk for this long of a time. And sometimes having to raise their voice higher when the crowd gets too loud. But, because, Jesus, my throat is dry. Anyway, I have nothing to say. I literally have nothing to say here. Short trust tonight. A whole lot of 2-pointers. So the Cheetahs are not a live by 3 die by 3 team, as the only people who have connected on threes is Gerald Green and Nadar, who I believe each have 3 threes to their name. McGee down to Brewer. It looks like they're trying to get Brewer going early on. As now we pick and roll with McGetty and Jones. McGetty gets into the lane, gets the N1. Damian McGetty, despite his low field goal percentage, still being aggressive with attacking, gets the N1 and will now go to the free throw line. Yeah, see, y'all can see this, but I have Drake right now, and I can't wait for mine to get long enough so I can do that little back ponytail thing that Damien has going off with him right now. And one converted. That is 12 points by McGetty. At Jojo Akognon, one of the only few names that I can memorize as the board by Wilson. McGetty attacks the rim, can't get the roll. Rebound by Ward. As Wilson had checked into the game, pick roll, McGetty doing a good job of dodging the pick. Another one, see if you can do. This time it was a slip. A Cognon mid-range, can't get it to go. Brewer with the board. Anderson also again tipped by Ward, and he gets the steal. Good defense today by Ward. And keeping his hands active and getting tips as I don't know who shot that. I couldn't get the name of who shot the 3, but it was off. Rebound by Wilson. Gets McGetty. Let's see what McGetty. Sometimes you love the aggressiveness by these ball dominant point guards. Other times you just want to take them and shoot them along with the ball. As now they're using Ward with the pick and roll. Joe Green for 3 off. Wilson making his money's worth down in the post, gets his 3rd consecutive rebound. McGetty crossover, step back, pulls up. That's off. Ward gets a rebound. And that was blocked. I believe that was by Wilson again. Aldridge looks to attack. There you go. Finally goes up with it. Gets the friendly neighborhood roll. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt me to say that. And if you didn't watch the movie, you wouldn't know why. Oops. Well, no one's here, so. But again, I'm not gonna edit out. I'm not gonna edit out anyway. Jesus, my throat. They just be straining their voice, and I'm not. And again, I'm not doing as much that. I'm even. You could probably say how I'm positioned right now. I'm a lot more comfortable. Huh. I mean, yeah. The real commentators, they gotta sit in them tight suits, sit in them chairs, which I bet is some. I bet in some places they're comfy, and in other places they're like just wood on toothpicks. Whereas me, I can lay comfortable with my head laying up on some pillows on a bed. Yeah, I'm that a professional. As the crowd tries to get their team back into it, now down by 7. Turkish in the game gets by both guards. Floater does not go. Anderson with the board. Anderson goes to Aldridge and gets fouled hard by Nadar, who just checked in. I think that was more than just an elbow, ref. Yeah, that was elbow, hip, ribs, all that. As Ivan Aldridge goes to the free throw line, try to cut the lead to 5. 2 shots, 2 shots. Let's see, first one up. First one down for Aldridge. You know what I do like about these jerseys is that I'm a fan of all the tan shoes that they have. Maybe it's just me, but I'm a fan of those. As Aldridge goes up with a second one. And just like that, 5-point game with a little under 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. See, Bowman apparently not comfortable with 3. Now they finally press upon him. Turk, he had the back screen, but the pass didn't get there in time. Moves over the thing. It's over to Bowman. To Nadar, who needs to put up a shot, puts up the 3. Rattles out. Anderson with the board. Wilson skip passes over, and the skip pass back out. Pick and roll with. Oh, Brewer steps back and gets the shot to go. Good shot by Brewer as he tries to get going. It's his second free throw of the day. 3-point game. That's the Dragons slowly mount a comeback. Vidar drives in onto over Brewer. Brewer not having none of that, gets another rebound. Now they can either catch the 1 possession game or tie the game. Maggette goes for the tie, and he can't get it. Yapsul with the rebound. Maggette having a not so hot shooting day, going 5 of 18. They got a pick and roll going with Turk and Nadar. Turk all the way with the layup. The defense by, I believe that was Aldridge, so it's just not good at all. Over to Anderson. Let's get him a pick and roll on that side. Anderson over Maggette for 3. That's off. Theus with the ball. Nadar on the break gives it to Bowman. Bowman stops and he can't get it. Bowman also having a badge in the game, has not made a single shot yet. Still has a donut where the points are supposed to be. Brewer sizing up his man, seeing where he can go. Anderson set up Maggette. That's a wide open 3, and you don't miss wide open 3s in this league. 15 points for Damian Maggette. as they cut the lead to a 2-point game. Timeout Boston Cheetahs with 2 minutes 26 seconds left. Jesus Christ, these minute-long timeouts, like, what even? Like, yo, I barely have enough to talk about with the 10-minute quarters, and then y'all gotta give me a minute-long timeout. Jesus, I just be tired, boss. Don't mind me, I'm just enjoying the dancers. Not in that way, it's just that there is not a lot to talk about with this game. Okay, alright, Gerald Green, third, as a lady styling. Gerald Green, 13 points. Damien Marquette leading all scorers with 15. He's also leading all shot takers with what I believe is 20 shot attempts. If not, he's close up there. As Yapsel, he got the picks he wanted, didn't want the jump shot. Bowman, who really needs to get going, still has no points this game. And he has taken good open shots, they have just not been falling. As Turk tries to pull a Damian on Damian Maggette, but that doesn't work as Vega gets the board. And sets up top. Let's see where they go. Gets blocked by Yapsel. Defense is a big mindset for this Boston College team. As James Young in the corner can't get it to go. Roy Hibbert with the board, pushing break to Vega. Let's see what Vega decides to do with it. Slows it down and still puts up a tough one. Not able to go. James Young with the board. Young trying to get past Vega. It's not working. Turk in the post. That doesn't help. Get a pick. Got the switch. And shot clock violation. As it appears that Vega sat down. I want to say no. Anderson sat down as Quinn has checked into the game, along with Roy Hibbert, Terrence Jones, and Damien Maggette for the Milwaukee Dragons. Maggette gets by his man, but gets rejected in a lane. James Young, mid-range jump shot, gets it to go. And the assist, I believe, went to Ojale. Maggette, wide open three. Like I said, we don't miss many of those in this league, as Maggette now has 18 points. Turk thought about it, but then he realized he didn't want it. Instead, he gets in the lane and gets a floater, not able to go. Terrence Jones with the board. And taking it up the court by himself. Get it over to Quinn. A little ISO again for Maggette. Let's see what happens here. Goes away from the double team that they sent. Still can't get the shot to go. As the Boston Cheetahs go into the fourth quarter, only up 1. If you're a Boston fan, hold your fours up as we go into the fourth quarter. Score is 54-53 Cheetahs. Geez, only 54-53? Bruh. Bruh. And I believe he threw it out to the coach, Jason Kidd. Coach Jason Kidd, who lost his starting job earlier this year with the Milwaukee Bucks, decided that he still wanted to coach, but the NBA doesn't want his his mind together, so the Milwaukee Dragons decide to come up and be like, hey, want a job? And the rest is history. As I didn't see who drew the foul, but Gerald Green has checked in for, I want to say, Ojole. Young Lynn for pass gives it Theus over to Ward. Ward lost it, got it back, goes up strong over Terrence Jones, and Terrence Jones just could not do anything with that. That is 11 points for Ward. Ward over to Maggette. Let's see what Maggette does here. Pick and roll. Maggette goes to the lane. Easy floater by Maggette, who is the first player in this game to break the 20-point threshold with 20 points. Yo, that update require thing is still down there. Like, what even? Ward wasn't feeling the jump shot. Get over to Gerald Green, who he wasn't feeling the jump shot. Oh, now he is mid-range. Gerald Green, not a Cognon battling hard down there, gets the offensive rebound. Ward being guarded, that's a heavy mismatch. There's no one gonna help him out. A Cognon for 3. Ward did a good job of waiting until they sent help to kick it out. Open 3 for a Cognon, and the lead is back up to a 2-possession game. Give it over to Terrence Young, who was looking for, and gets blocked by Theus. Gerald Green on the break. Tipped out by Maggette, but even with two Dragon players there, nobody could grab the ball except for Gerald Green. Ward, mid-range jump shot, rattles it home. An assist from Gerald Green, a bucket from Ward. Speaking of paint, he gets to Aldridge. Aldridge can't get it to go. Ward with his 6th rebound, maybe, of the game. And the crowd, obviously not as hyped as they were at the beginning of the second half, as they try and get their Dragons back into this game. Gerald Green, open 3. Can't get home. Ward with an offensive rebound. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. That time he finishes it. Ward with 15 points and a slew of chances on the offensive end. Finally gets one to go in. Lead up to 8. See, pick and roll from Maggette. O'Connor did a good job of fighting through it. Another pick and roll. This one over to Jones, back to Maggette. He got to put a shot up. Fourth pulling up over Gerald Green. Doesn't he though? Hibbert battling down there, gets the shooting foul. I don't see where that foul was. Let me see if we can find it. Pump fakes it once. And that was like Theus got bit on one pump fake, jumped up and came right back down on top of Roy Hibbert. Now, if I remember correctly, Roy Hibbert is not the greatest free throw shooter. So we'll see if he's able to cut this deficit to a 6-point game. Free throw up and down, good for Roy Hibbert. And the second one for Roy Hibbert is good. That pushes his total up to 6 points. And it is indeed a 6-point game. Joe Green, open 3. That's off. Ward still getting offensive rebounds. Hibbert needs to do a better job of boxing out Theus, as I believe a majority of his rebounds have now come on the offensive end. Good help by Roy Hibbert that time, though, making sure Gerald Green doesn't just have a clear runway, because you know Gerald Green will put on a show as a Cognon gets another friendly bounce. That was only a 2 though, because also if you don't know the true hops of one Gerald Green, first of all, where have you been for the last so and so years? As Stephen McGetty spinning and winning. If you don't believe the true hops of Gerald Green, look at that one alley-oop dunk he did when he was on the New Jersey Nets, not the Brooklyn, the New Jersey Nets. As Roy Hibbert has sat down, Earl Brewer has checked in and looked to see if Earl Brewer can give some significant minutes and help the team come back. As he was benched earlier with foul trouble with 3 in the first half. Brewer for 3. Not good. James Young with the board. And a Gagnon with the ball. Let's see what he does with this. Over to Green. Green, pick from Roy. Again, Roy Hibbert. That's Earl Brewer. Earl Brewer doing a good job of showing and recovering. But Gerald Green still goes up strong with it. 15 points for Gerald Green. McGetty gets into his sweet spot and knocks it down. 24 by Damian McGetty. I can see 12 of them coming when he is attacking the basket. Which means you can't gauge the level, you can't gauge the matter on shots made somewhere when they're both making the same shots from different areas. Got 3 seconds left, 2 seconds, 1 second. That is off. Brewer with the board. And if my math is correct, 7 rebounds for Earl Brewer. Brewer behind the back, goes nowhere. Ivan Aldridge, he does it behind the back, goes nowhere. McGetty steps back, crosses over, mid-range jump shot off. Terrence Jones with the hoop, with the rebound and the score by Terrence Jones, who has cracked the 10-point. Let's rank the 10-point threshold. Lead cut to 4, and back up to 6 by a Cognon, who just blew right past McGetty with almost no resistance whatsoever. Making no resistance ever. Let's see what Brewer does. Fade away. Oops. Good pass in the lane. Just couldn't handle it as could not get the shot to go. Terrence Jones with the rebound. Over to McGetty. Brewer skying out of nowhere to get the offensive rebound, but can't get the shot to go as Ward gets the board and stops and pops from the mid-range. Ward doing a little bit of everything on the offensive floor, as that is his 17th point of the game. McGetty doing McGetty things. With an added assist from Ivan Aldridge. 26 points for the Dreadhead, and for the Dreadhead in the white jersey. Young for a 3, can't get it to go. Aldridge with another rebound. With 2 minutes left, is almost as McGetty can't get the shot to go. With 2 minutes left is not full panic mode yet, but they need a shot, and not one from the Celtics, the Cheetahs, as a 3 for James Young. I believe that is his third of the day, as he has 12. McGady has forced to kick it out. Over to Aldrich. Let's see who they're going to go to get their shots. They're going to go to Earl Brewer. And it was a good decision. It's Earl Brewer finishes strong. 8 points for Earl Brewer with 8 rebounds. Although when you compare him to Ward's 17 and 11, it's just not enough. And if we're looking for a player of the game for this game, since that's probably going to show up, if I were to get one from my stats, I would go with, I believe, Lorenzo Ward is his name. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 1 steal, and I believe he has 1 or 2 blocks this game, along with 2 steals. Just doing a whole lot for this Boston Cheetahs team. Dang, that took less time than I thought it would be to say all that. I just thought I would be done with that whole sentence by the time we got to this 3, 2, 1. Let's see if they give it to Lauren, my bad. They do. They gave it to Lauren Ward. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. I only gave him 1. My bad, Lauren. Lauren Ward was just doing scoring from all over the place, from inside the paint, from the mid range, from even a little bit farther out mid range, and setting people up. Hopefully that play of the game does not come back to bite the Cheetahs, as their lead is only 5, which no matter how bad of a scoring oh, Bowman finally gets on the board. No matter how bad of a scoring day McGady is having, he can still get those. Well, he can still get those now 7. Is McGady trying to do something? Spins, steps back, goes in strong, but can't finish as Ojale will check back in, gets the rebound. Up to Akognon, and with less than a minute left, you would hope to see the Cheetahs dribble out the clock and look for the best shot. With Ward post up, let's see if they go there. Yes, they do. Post up against Terrence Jones to see if Terrence Jones he does. Good defense by Terrence Jones. Good rebound by Brewer. The Dragons need to score this time. McGady can't get it, and Ojale, good, strong box out. And that just might, and if it wasn't it before, it is it now. Gerald Green with 17 points. Fleck showing off the Houston tattoo on his arm, and that is it. That's just about it for the Milwaukee Dragons. How do y'all still have full timeouts? Like, Jesus Christ. And since I haven't said enough, this game is still brought to you by water. Water, it flows through you quickly. But I cannot go anywhere because there's still 18 seconds left in this game, and I still have to simulate the other 2 games. And it looks like both teams cleared their benches. So the Dragon looks to have thrown in the towel, as Gary Payton Jr. is in the game. And Anderson hits a 3. Anderson said he is not going to go out without a fight. He hits a 3. And looks like gotta bring the starters back in. as the sharpshooter Anderson, that's his first 3 of the game. And Akagnan is fouled by Maggette, who it has his 3rd. Let's see if JoJo Akagnan can get these shots up and down. First one up, rattles in, and yep, now it looks like they're going to clear the benches again. I don't know why this game does that sometimes, because if they come down and hit a 3, they're just gonna clear the bench again. Let's see. Second free throw up. Rolls out. Hibbert gets the rebound. Anderson, you know he's going to give over to Gary Payton Jr., who hits the 3. 4-point game. Oh, and Turk almost ran away and looked like they're about to clear the bench again. As Gary Payton Jr., I don't think anyone was expecting him. No one expected him to get playing time. I don't even have him on the stats because in the coach's game plan, he doesn't even get minutes. Let's see if Turk can ice the game. No, he can't. He misses the first free throw. It looks like the Dragons have some life. Yet for some reason we don't have Earl Brewer in the game. It looks like Dragons going to stick with Hibbert to get this rebound. Timeout by the Dragons as Turk hits the second free throw. Now here's one where with five points left to go, you would want to get into your starter's hand, which I'm assuming what they will do. And if you don't get in his hand, Aldridge has 11 points, Jones has 10, and Brewer can hit a 3 on occasion. As can Jones. So it will be interesting to see how the Dragons come out of this timeout. The same goes for the Cheetahs. Are they going to let Maggette are they going to let them hit a 3 and just hope that their free throws can do enough? Or are they going to play hard-nosed defense? Roy Hibbert bringing the ball, Earl Brewer not in the game, and Roy Hibbert turns it over. Maggette, I got the same face, Maggette. I was building it up. I was hoping to have a good payoff, and y'all do that to me. Y'all upset me. Y'all upset me with that. As the Cheetahs survive this game with a final score of 80-75, led by Lauren Ward, who had 17 points, 11 rebounds. Gerald Green, let me just go to these stats. It'll be much easier. Gerald Green had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists on 6 of 19, 3 of 10 behind the arc. Lauren Ward, 17 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. James Young, 12 points off the bench, 4 of 8, 2 of 4 behind the arc. Nadar also off the bench. Here's Adrel Nadar, 12 points off the bench, 5 of 8, 1 of 3 behind the arc. Jojo Akagnan, who him and Turk did a good enough job to force Maggette into 22 misses. I mean, he still had 26 points, a few and some dunks in there, but 22 misses. Maybe it's just me, but if you have, but this man, it took him 33 attempts to get 26 points. He almost had more misses than he had points. That's not good at all. Aldridge, who maybe if he had a few more shot attempts, they may have won this game. Who had 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists on 4 of 6 shooting and a 3. Same go for Terrence Jones, who shot 5 of 9, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Orbru, who got into foul trouble early, was forced to sit for most of the first half, which forced Maggette to take all the shots. Well, not forced, but you know what I meant. 8 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. 0 of 3 from behind the arc. Just could not get the 3 ball to go down. Yeah, I think my voice is losing me. Team comparison, which I did not do for the last game. I know for a fact I didn't do that. Whoops. It was a close game. I'm looking for no real big discrepancy in any of these stats. Oh wait, yep, there it is. The Boston Cheetahs had 16 fast break points compared to the Dragons 0. That'll do some. When you can get on a break and just make easy shots, and then make sure your opponent doesn't do the same thing. Anyway, that's about it for. Hold on. Should I go back and update? No, I'm gonna sim the rest. I'm gonna sim these other 2 games first. So with the last, we have for this game we have the LA Knights versus the Denver Throwback. Let's see how this works. The Knights get the win by 9, 87-76. The Denver Throwback, led by Caleb Swanigan, 20 points on 7-13, 2 of 3 behind the arc, was not enough for Sendarius, thank you. Sendarius Thornwell, 16 points, 7 rebounds. Mel Richmond, who had 14 points, 8 rebounds on 6 of 9 shooting, 0 of 2 behind the arc. And Timmy Steele, who played 30 minutes, 12 points, had 8 assists on 3 of 12. Jesus, 3 of 12, Timmy? And the Throwback fall to 1-4. And with the no, that's not one. With the final game, we have the Lions at the Oilers. And the Lions, according to the East Dun Lions Twitter, they bury the Oilers. Jesus, they buried them? As Cedric Stevens had 19 points on 3 of 9 shooting, 12 of 50 from the free throw line. So that's what you want from a guard. When your shot's not falling, get to the free throw line. Ty Lawson also had 13, and Malachi Richardson had 11. But it was not enough to stop Jordan Crawford. 32 points, 13 of 25, 2 of 7 from 3. Frank Jackson had 19 points, 5 and 5. Junior Knox had 12. And Jalen Jones had 8 on 4 of 4. That's that what you want with someone coming off the bench, to go perfect. So with that all out the way, simulate that whole day. Let's see what games we have for tomorrow. Oh, we got 2 of them. Look, we have the Bronx Above the Rim versus the Compton Clovers, and we have the Golden State Bad News Bears versus the DC Monstars. Now, which game will be first tomorrow? The Monstars and the Bad News Bears will be first. Monsters led by Bradley Anderson, averaging 16 points, versus the Golden Bad News Bears led by Michael Sanders, averages 15 points. And then directly after them will be Ted Knight in the Above the Rim, averaging 18 points, going against Alton Terry, who averages 13 points, and the Compton Clovers. Jesus Christ, 2, 1, and 3 teams. That is not going to be a fun game. Not at all. I don't even think this will be a fun game. I would like to see Preston O'Gallagher versus Jacob Flory. That honestly may be the better game. But y'all haven't seen any of these jerseys yet anyway. Jesus Christ, they're 0-5. But then y'all at least the only difference here, y'all have already seen the Mustangs. Y'all see how they play. It's Preston O'Gallagher and the rest. What y'all haven't seen is these two, so they might surprise us. And I probably, most likely, will not play those tonight. What I love to do, I probably just play 2 games a day. 2 games a day. Simple enough. Keeps me busy. Keeps my channel constantly with something on it. And hopefully gets more people to join. Well, with that being said, apparently I disconnected a while ago. Oh, nope. Okay, I'm still live. It's just that what I was watching on disconnected a while ago. Ignore me. I'm just hopefully making sure that this is still live this whole time. Otherwise, this would. Guess what? Jesus Christ, this wasn't even a long one. I didn't even go an hour. That was a quick game. Anyway, for all the people who are going to see this after, which is going to be everybody who watches this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully.